you're from across the different time zones. But yeah, we're just gonna wait a couple minutes just to see if anyone else filters in, and then we'll get started. So sit tight for a bit.
All right, everyone. I think it's time to get started. If any other people come in, there's always a recording, so people can reference this later. So, welcome to LexHack. It's nice to see you guys all here. So, a little bit about us. So, who are we? Well, LexHack is a group of high schoolers like us, and our main goal is to give back and provide an opportunity for people to practice, develop, and implement programming and designing skills. So we hope you enjoy our hackathon as much as we enjoy your company. Without further ado, here's our team.
All right, so just want to take a little bit of time to introduce all of us, who we are, and what we're looking forward to this event. So, um, we are the LexHack staff. We have the brackets in front of our names. If you have any questions during this meeting, feel free to send us a direct message over the Zoom chat or on Discord or whatever. But yeah, let's introduce the team. So starting off, we have Safik Abana. If you'd like to unmute and say something.
Hey guys, my name's Safik. I'm a senior at Lexington High School, and I've been a part of LexHack for the last 2.5 years or so, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your projects tomorrow.
All right, perfect. Yeah, and so our next team member, Pranav Chivakula.
Yeah, I'm Pranav. I'm also a senior at Lexington High School, and I'm really looking forward to sharing the theme with you guys. I realize there's some anticipation for that.
Okay, perfect. Next we have Jack Fan. Jack Fan, if you'd like to
Hi,
unmute and
everyone.
say something.
Yeah, my name is Jack, also senior at Lexington High School. Been a part of LexHack for pretty much 2.5 years now, and really looking forward to all the workshops that hopefully you guys will attend.
Yeah, perfect. And then last on the slide, myself. My name is Nate Harris. I'm also a senior at Lexington High School. Been part of LexHack for 2.5 years now. And I'm really excited about our second iteration of this annual student run hackathon. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys make. So, and then we're gonna have another slide. Next, I'd like to introduce Vivek Mehta.
Hey guys, my name's Vivek. I'm most excited for the workshops that we have today. I think that you guys would really enjoy them. All right.
All right, and then our last two members, unfortunately, were not able to make it to the opening ceremony, but we'd like to thank Aaron Shao and Ethan Shao for the work they've done. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. All right, moving on to the next slide. I'd like to talk about our sponsors.
So yeah, LexHack cannot do what we do without the help of our sponsors. We really appreciate all that they contribute to make this hackathon a success. So starting off, we'd like to thank our Problem Solving who have donated money that'll be used in part of your prizes. So maybe you'll be walking home with some AOPS cash. We'd like to thank Echo 3D, which are giving us event licenses you can use. If you have any questions in our Discord, Echo 3D can be contacted through there. We'd like to thank Einstein's Workshop, which helped us by offering us money, which was too kind, and also helping advertise our hackathon, which we really appreciate. We'd like to thank Wolfram Alpha, who have kindly given us event sponsorships for the winners. So you could be walking home with some Wolfram licenses. And our biggest thanks goes to Miter, who has gone above and beyond in ensuring this hackathon will be a success. We cannot do what we do in this hackathon without Miter. We'd like to specifically shout out Melvin Lin, who has been a big help in getting this hackathon planned and run by being our kind of in between our intermediary between us and Miter, helping us secure prize money, helping us plan workshops. And you'll actually get to meet Melvin today during a workshop that he'll be running. So you'll get the opportunity to talk with him. So thank you to all our sponsors for making today possible.
So, how does making a winning project for LexHack actually work? Well, there's four main parts to it, which are rules, judging, resources, and the schedule that I'm going to go over in these next few slides. So the first thing is, how are you actually going to make the project? So there's three main steps. First, you're going to have to come up with an idea based on a prompt that we'll reveal at the end of the opening ceremony. Then, after working to build a prototype over the course of the next day and a half, You will create a 3-minute video explaining your solution and project and submit all of your materials by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. And so what will your projects actually be judged on? So the first main criteria is your project fit and what's described in our prompt. Second is your project's functionality, and this includes the depth and breadth of its features as well as simply how complete it is. Third is the impact of your idea and its practical usability. Fourth is innovation, originality, and creativity present in your project. This can range from unique or novel technical, analytical, or visual approaches used in the making of your project. Fifth is the technical complexity of your project. This category is judged based on things like space complexity and conciseness and the efficiency of your program and proper utilization of things such as data structures and libraries. Next is a presentation of your project. So this relates mainly to the video that you and your team will produce, and it's based on the clarity of your video, as well as how you describe your project's purpose, features, and functionality. And note that not all these criteria are weighted equally. Some may be weighted greater than others, simply due to how impactful or difficult to satisfy that they are.
All right. Now we'd like to take some time to announce our amazing judges who will be judging the projects that you guys make. MITRE has graciously donated us 3 judges. And yeah, we'd just like to introduce them here. So first of all, we have Liz Borsetti, who is a project manager at MITRE. She has a unique background in human resources, communication, and management. Liz also works for the government and industries to operationalize strategies and lead projects to successful outcomes. As a strong collaborator, Liz works to bring people together and make impactful connections among the teams. She served as the communications lead of MITRE STEM for 5 years now and has developed STEM awareness and built relationships between colleagues, students, and industry partners. And in her spare time, she can be found jetting around the world or relaxing on the beach. Now we'd like to introduce our second judge, who is Alexandra Hagarty. She is a software engineer at MITRE. Before joining MITRE, she was a classroom teacher, educator, student program director, and operations manager. However, after 10 years in education, Alexandria decided to switch careers and become a software engineer. She went back to school for computer programming, and now she works at MITRE, developing software for a safer world. She mostly works on projects as front-end developers, writing in code and React, and has spent much time working with various educator roles and is very passionate about STEM outreach. She hopes to enable all students of all ages to follow their own passions, even if they don't know what those passions are yet. And then our final judge, Melvin Lin. We'd like to give a special shout out to Melvin Lin. He's a software systems engineer at the MITRE Corporation, and we'll be able to meet him today in a workshop. At MITRE, he develops software engineering and applies quantum algorithms to real-world problems and research efforts in developing techniques and tools for the analytical workflow. We'll get to see this live during his workshop, which is going to be hosted today, about quantum computing from 1 to 2. Melvin has worked on a variety of projects at MITRE, ranging from human-robot interaction, programming languages, software architecture and analysis, software engineering, and quantum computer science since he graduated from Tufts in 2021 with a bachelor's in computer engineering. And he's very excited for this hackathon and to help grow the quantum-capable workforce through his workshop. So, talking about the workshops, we'd like to transition a little bit and talk about the schedule and the workshops that we have planned out for you guys. So right now, we are in the opening ceremony, and after this ends, we want to be a little brief and give you guys as much time as possible to code and make these projects. So we're going to keep this pretty quick, and submissions will open at 10 o'clock today after we announce the theme. Also today, we are going to be hosting our 2 workshops from 1 to 2 p.m. and from 2 to 3 p.m. Those are going to be the quantum computing workshop and the machine learning workshop. And we'll talk a little bit more about those briefly. And then finally, tomorrow at 11:59, so at the end of the day on Sunday, submissions are going to close. So make sure you submit your projects before the deadline. Don't procrastinate just in case anything glitches. But yeah. And then we're going to take the next week to judge from the 13th to the 16th. And the award ceremony is going to be held on the 18th from 7 to 8 p.m. So make sure to join back to see how you did and see who the winners were. All right, so now let's transition into the workshops. The workshops, first of all, we're going to be starting off with the quantum computing workshop hosted by Miter. So we talked a little bit about Miter and Miter Melvin. He's going to be hosting this workshop, and it is going to be teaching you guys about quantum computing. Now, quantum computing is a really contentious and applicable subject right now, as it is a contender for a lot of research in the field currently. So we're really excited to offer you guys some knowledge on this. Keep in mind, there will be no quantum computing background required to participate. It's going to be a completely beginner course. However, we're going to be taking this from a software engineering perspective. So don't worry too much about the in-depth mathematical or physical properties of quantum computing, as I know they can be pretty in-depth. However, also do prepare yourself to do some coding, because you'll get the chance to actually write a quantum software program and simulate it yourself, which is going to be really cool. So definitely don't miss out on this. This is going to be from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock Eastern time, Eastern Standard today. Yeah. Now we're going to talk about our second workshop, which is our AI Bridge Machine Learning.
Yeah, so recently developments in AI technologies have led to a series of, we'll say, innovations in software and applications engineering, notably ChatGPT, among other things. We obviously have to address that. And so in this workshop, we're going to essentially use pre-built Python models and annotated tested data sets in order to implement all sorts of different, machine learning algorithms. So obviously we'll start with linear and logistic regression models, which are a bit simpler and a bit more accessible and also a bit more versatile. But we're eventually going to move into not just supervised learning, but also unsupervised and even reinforcement learning. And yeah, we're just hoping to expand, the reach of AI as a whole, AI applied in other fields that you might be interested in, and machine learning. And so, as per usual, this will be open to everyone. It will be helpful if you have a little bit of beginner Python knowledge, because a lot of the syntax and actually all of the coding that we're going to do is going to be in Python. But other than that, you don't need to know any math or any calculus or anything like that. Just come ready to learn, ready to use Python. And yeah.
All right. Before we end off the opening ceremony, we just have a few reminders for you. First off, fill out our team information form. If you want to win our Best Beginner Hack Award, this is a very important form to fill out, because this is how we know if you guys are eligible to win that award. So it can be found on our dev post or on our Discord or through this QR code right on the screen. And just remember, you just have to submit once per team. If you do end up submitting multiple times, don't worry about it. Just send us a message on Discord or privately, and we'll just go delete your prior response. It's no big deal. So I'm just gonna leave it up a second, so if anyone needs to scan it, they can. All right, and now our second set of reminders. So yeah, as I said earlier, if you fill out the form correctly, at LexHack or ping the staff on Discord, they're the best ways to contact us. And throughout today, we'll be trying to pay attention to those avenues. Obviously, we won't be there 24/7, but we should get to you quickly. If you have any questions, Discord is always the best place to reach us. We will be checking Discord as much as we can. We'll be checking our private messages. Those should be open for you as a contact. We'll be checking our LexHack account. Should be open for you to contact. We'll be checking the server. Email is also an option. You can email. I will drop our email in the chat right now. This is also a great way to contact us. If you're not into Discord, you should get into that. But if you need to contact us through email through any reason, it's in the chat. Make sure to save it. And you can use this QR code here to join the Discord if you haven't already. So I'll just give you a second for that. All right, and now I think it's what you guys have been waiting for. The theme. Uh, Ideally there isn't a betting pool on this, but our theme will be Drumroll please, adaptable automation. Your goal is to create a piece of software that automates any part of your town or community. This project should be personal to you guys and should be something that like you feel strongly about, something you've seen in your community, and something that you want to help improve. One thing we do ask with this theme, if you have, please give a brief explanation of the original problem as well as some context about your hometown, because obviously we might not know all your hometowns. We have people across America here right now. So just give us a bit of context and a bit of an explanation on the problem. And we're really excited to get to know all of your hometowns through this project. If you have any questions, please let us know. And we're really excited to see how this goes and see all your projects. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to send them in the chat and we'll answer them. And yeah, if you don't have any questions, feel free to hop off the opening ceremony. Oh, what's your question?
Thank you so much for joining. Anyone who's heading out. But yeah, what's your question?
I'm gonna start with the second question. So is there a separate tier for middle and high schoolers? Middle and high schoolers will be competing together. However, we understand that a lot of middle schoolers don't have like the depth of coding experience that the high schoolers have. So typically, a lot of our middle school teams go on to win the best beginner hack, which is for beginning coders that have under a year of experience. So even if you don't have as much experience as your high school counterparts, there's still a lot you can do. And just try your best. You might walk away with something.
That being said, we also have awards that are not strictly based on how in depth or how complex your project is, such as the Social Impact Award and the Innovation and Presentation Award. So if you want to try to go for those, I think that's a good idea too.
In regards to the first question, sorry, I'm assuming you mean like in reference to tech stacks, I assume you mean like what language, what coding platform, whatever, right? And no, there's no limitation for, what you can use whatever app or language you're most comfortable in. Yeah.
All you need to do is be able to share all of the code, and in your presentation, you should be able to showcase what you've created.
Any more questions we can help with right now? All right, if there are no further questions, then we're just gonna go off and end the meeting right here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and happy hacking. Good luck.